Spring is around the corner, and I've got my spring top 10 list coming right up. Yes, spring is around the corner. I'm anticipating the fresh spring warmness that comes with all the blooming flowers and blooming trees and things like that. So new fragrances will be pulled out for this particular season. They're going to be fresher than what I've been wearing for winter, and some of them are more fresh than others, but a lot of these have more oomph than like something I would pull in the summertime. But then again, I would also pull these in the summertime too, if that makes sense. So these are best for the springtime, I think, but I don't have any rules particularly myself, and I wear these any time of the year. But these are my recommendations, my top 10 recommendations for spring. So here's number 10. This is from a house that doesn't get talked much about. It's Annick Goutal, and this is Duel. Duel is a fresh mate tea fragrance with some leather touches, but it's not leathery. Like it's a very, very fresh scent. And the tea is pretty, I mean, it's mate tea, so it definitely comes off like tea. And it's a fresh herbal kind of a concoction, if that makes sense. It's a unique fragrance. It has a green vibe, not like green tea, but more like mate. I guess mate tea is a slight bit different. It's a little muddier, but it's green. And my experience with mate tea is not too much, even though I love tea. But this particular fragrance captures the mate tea perfectly. And it's a pretty masculine scent, even though women can wear it. It's targeted to men. So Duel at number 10 from Annick Goutal. Going to a house called Stark Perfumes. And this is Eau de Pierre, this right here. Now this is the trio of fragrances that launched from Stark Paris. Philippe Stark is an architectural designer or interior designer, and he launched 3 fragrances. This is one called Eau de Pierre. And this is my favorite out of the 3. This is more fresh. Even though the notes are woody, earthy notes, this comes off like vetiver to me. Like there's a vetiver note in there, and that's what I'm drawn about it. It also has a slight bit spiciness to it, and it really, really is one that I love wearing in the warmer days. Now it came out late last year, although I had samples of it during the late summer. And I actually ended up with them late last year, and this one performs really nice in warmer weather, and I think this is going to be really, really perfectly used. It's a house that you probably do not know about, but do check it out. There's a video on my channel about the 3. We also did a giveaway, and a lucky subscriber won one of the 3, and they actually picked this one. I think maybe because I like this one. I don't know why, but this one's really, really nice. Do check it out. It's Eau de Pierre by Stark Paris. Also, the nose on this fragrance is Daphne Bouguet, who I'm a huge fan of. So that is number 9. Number 8 is from a house called État Libre d'Orange. The fragrance is Like This, Tilda Swinton Like This. This is pretty much my only celebrity fragrance, although I do have a new one that I'll have to talk about later. But this one's not necessarily a true celebrity fragrance. They had Tilda Swinton endorse it for État Libre d'Orange. And this one is ginger, pumpkin, immortelle, and neroli. Perfect combo. Smells so good. I think this is more perfect for fall because it smells like fall, but I also love it for the spring because of the neroli note in it. It's just very orangey, but the pumpkin and the immortelle kind of act like it, and the ginger act like more fall notes. That doesn't really matter for me, and I really do enjoy this one in the spring. So Like This by État Libre d'Orange. Do check it out if you don't know it. The brand is pretty well known. They are now in Sephora stores, and this particular fragrance does sell at Sephora. So do check it out. Like This, number 8 by État Libre d'Orange. So number 7 is from a house called Le Galion, and this is Vetiver. This is unlike any other vetivers that I have. First off, it smells very classic. Like it smells like a masculine men's cologne or fragrance from the 70s and 80s. So it's a vetiver, but it smells very fougere-like. So that's what makes it unique, because most vetivers don't go in the fougere side, and this one does. And I quite enjoy that. The old classic touches with the vetiver. The vetiver kicks in on the dry down. So you got more aromatic fougere-like notes at the top. So a great combination of notes. Vetiver by Le Galion is at number 7. So at number 6, we've got a fragrance from a house called Houbigant, and this is their ultra classic release that got re-released in 2010 called Fougère Royale, this right here. The fragrance retails for about $180, but there's discounts for it out there. Now this is the ultimate in fougère fragrances, and fougère basically means fern-like, and a lot of fougères were popular in the 80s, and I think they're kind of making a comeback now. So what I like about this one is it doesn't smell old, even though it has those classic touches. It's very green. A lot of fougères are very green. And this one actually performs really, really nicely as well for a fougère. I do quite like it. The bottle is really unique as well. As you can see, I've used quite a bit. I've had it for almost three years, I think, this bottle. And it's a really, really nice release. This is Eau de Parfum. They also have an extrait concentration, which retails for about $600, I think, or $700, I can't remember exactly, which is pure perfume, and it smells awesome. I mean, it smells heavenly. It's just an amazing scent, but I can't afford, $600-700 for, I think it's 100 ml, but anyway. But I'm pretty happy with the original Eau de Parfum version of Fougère Royale. So that's number 6 by Houbigant. So number 5 is a fragrance that I recently picked up after finding out that it was a limited edition. When it was launched, I thought, okay, I'll get it at one time, but I was given multiple samples at Barney's, and I was like really starting to enjoy it because it smells like something I had, but a different take on it. So what I'm talking about is Byredo's Unnamed, this right here. So Unnamed doesn't have a name. It comes with a little kit where you can put your own name on it. I think I'm just going to leave it unnamed. What I like about this one, it kind of has smells like Bal d'Afrique from Byredo, but with a fruitier touch, which actually makes it really, really perfect for spring, because fruity, fruits and everything, it's all about that in the springtime. And this scent actually lasts so perfectly. I'm quite impressed with it. Now I'm just really bummed they made a limited edition of this, but Barney's told me that they were completely out of this, so they looked around and they couldn't find any. And in our city here in San Francisco, Neiman Marcus has Byredo on their website, but they don't carry it in store, so they did a search for me and they found a bottle, thankfully. So if you can find one of these, do check it out. I think the scent itself is just really wonderful. If you like Bal d'Afrique, somebody said that it's like Bal d'Afrique with pulp mixed together, but I don't think it's pulp. I think it's a little fruitier than pulp, like not the fruits that are in pulp, a little different fruits, like almost like berry-like. But if you like that combo, do find some samples of this, because I think it's a really great scent, and I'm bummed it's a limited edition. So it's Unnamed by Byredo at number 5. At number 4 is a fragrance house that rarely gets talked about on YouTube. That house is Nila Vermeer, and this is Bombay Bling, this right here. This is happiness in a bottle, that's all I could say. It's white flowers with fruits, and it's got a beachy vibe, and I visualize myself sitting at a beach drinking like a coconutty cocktail or something, wearing this fragrance with the sea breeze, hitting my face and something like that. It's such a wonderful scent. Just as soon as I smell it, I smell happiness, sunshine, just joy, things like that, and it's really, really a pleasant scent. Long-lasting too. Again, this is a Bombay Bling, and at number 4 by Nila Vermeer. Number 3 is from the house of MFK, Maison Francis Kurkdjian. That is Aqua Universalis Forte. So what I like about this one is the citrus notes. It's just clean, very, very clean, with like a clean white musk. Smells wonderful, and it smells so good on me. I mean, especially when my body temperature is a little warmed up and I'm racing around in the city here. The projection of the fragrance just kicks in, and I can pick up whiffs of the fragrance. That's when it's like magical on me. So the Fortes are really nice. There's Aqua Universalis Forte, and then there's Aqua Vitae Forte, which I should also pick up. But this one, I just love this one. The Vitae Forte is more orangey. This one's more lemony, I guess. So if you haven't checked it out, do check it out. I prefer the Fortes over the original ones because there's Aqua Universalis, and this just lasts on me much better than the original Aqua Universalis. So Aqua Universalis Forte, number 3. Number 2 is a fragrance from the house of Parfums de Marly. That is Layton, right here. So Layton I did a review for late last year. We did a bottle giveaway through safthlebon.com, and I just really think this one's a really excellent scent to wear into springtime. Might be a little too much in the summer, although you can get away with it, I think. But because it has some potency to it, even though it's like a freshie, it smells fresh to me, woody and fresh, but I think it's a little too beefy. It's strong. So I think this is Parfums de Marly's take on Aventus, or their version of Aventus, because it appeals to the masses more than their other fragrances, I think. And it's actually very easy to wear. So if you don't know Layton, do check it out. I do enjoy this one. Performance is also great, and it's perfect at number 2. Parfums de Marly Layton. Last but not least, in the top 10 niche fragrances list for 2017, we're going with Uden at number 1 by Xerjoff. So I just love this. I wore it to a wedding once, and you know, dancing in the wedding, and it was just like my body temperature. Oh man, I could pick up this scent so well. It's a fun fragrance. It's not a freshie too much, but it is a freshie. So it has like a beefiness to it. It's fresh, but it's also lasts. So there's something just magical inside this. It's just, the notes actually kind of just work so well together. It kind of hints lightly at Chanel's Allure line of fragrances, but this is just ultra classy and ultra luxury because of Xerjoff, and it just lasts on me. It is such a great long-lasting fragrance. That's what I like about it. And plus, it doesn't smell like Chanel Allure, even though it hints at it. It smells a lot more luxury, and you can definitely see the refinement and the quality in something like Uden versus the Allure line. So I'm happy to put this at number 1. I really enjoy it, and it's springtime almost, and this will be used pretty nicely for spring. All right, guys, that's my top 10 niche fragrances to wear in spring. What do you think? Did I miss anything? I know there's a lot of new ones here, of course, because I pick up new fragrances all the time. There's a few that are old also, like the Houbigon is old. The Like This by Atelier Vert Orange is pretty old. The Bombay Bling is pretty old in my collection. The Duel and the Aqua Universalis Forte is also old, but the Pot de Pierre, the Vetiver, and the Layton are pretty new to me, and I'm sure I'll put those to use perfectly. But did I miss something? I know I can't include more than 10, but I know I'll be gravitating towards these fragrances when I need a great niche fragrance to wear this spring. Let me know what you think. Also put down what fragrances you're going to be wearing as far as niche fragrances go. We'll get a conversation started. Also, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll have links below. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss out on future videos and giveaways, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.